Are you aware of all the horrors that Hollywood has perpetrated? Today, it's tough to hide scandals with social media and gossip channels revealing almost everything. But back in the day, without these outlets, it was easier to keep things hidden. However, some scandals were so outrageous that even the best PR teams couldn't cover them up. These incidents shocked the world and revealed the hidden dark side of Hollywood. Join us as we uncover 10 of the most jaw-dropping scandals that Hollywood tried but failed to hide. Get ready for a journey into the hidden history of Tinseltown that you won't want to miss. Number 1. The death of Johnny Stompanato. The shocking death of Johnny Stompanato in 1958 sent ripples through Hollywood, involving famed actress Lana Turner and her teenage daughter, Cheryl Crane. Stompanato, a known mobster with connections to the LA underworld, was Turner's lover, but their relationship was rocky and marred by abuse. On the night of April 4, 1958, a violent argument erupted between Turner and Stompanato at her Beverly Hills home. Fearing for her mother's safety, 14-year-old Cheryl Crane intervened, grabbing a kitchen knife and stabbing Stompanato. The subsequent media frenzy painted a scandalous picture of Hollywood glamour turned dark. Turner's image as a screen goddess clashed starkly with the reality of her private life, marked by an abusive relationship. The trial that followed was a sensational affair, with Cheryl's defense arguing that she acted in self-defense to protect her mother from imminent harm. Public sympathy largely fell with Cheryl, who was ultimately acquitted, with the case ruled as justifiable homicide. The scandal highlighted issues of domestic abuse and the often unseen struggles of Hollywood stars. Lana Turner's career and personal life were forever shadowed by the incident, but the story remains a poignant reminder of the stark realities behind the facade of Hollywood's golden age. Number 2. The feud between Joan Crawford and Bette Davis. The feud between Joan Crawford and Bette Davis is one of Hollywood's most infamous rivalries, spanning decades and filled with bitter animosity. Their disdain for each other began in the early 1930s, when Crawford, already a star, felt threatened by the rising talent of Davis. The tension escalated when Davis fell for actor Franchot Tone, who later married Crawford, fueling further jealousy and resentment. Their rivalry reached its peak during the filming of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane in 1962. The movie's plot, centered around two feuding sisters, mirrored their real-life hostility, resulting in a tense and hostile set. Davis reportedly kicked Crawford in the head during a scene, while Crawford filled her pockets with weights to make it harder for Davis to drag her in another scene. The feud extended beyond the set, with both actresses exchanging public insults. Davis famously quipped, "Joan Crawford has slept with every male star at MGM except Lassie," while Crawford retaliated by campaigning against Davis during the Academy Awards, even accepting an Oscar on behalf of another actress, just to spite Davis. Their feud remains a legendary tale of Hollywood's golden age, showcasing the intense competition and personal vendettas that lurked behind the glamorous facade. Number 3. Howard Hughes' obsessive behavior. Howard Hughes was a brilliant and eccentric billionaire, known for his contributions to aviation and Hollywood. However, Hughes's life was also marked by severe obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD. His condition worsened over time, leading to extreme behavior and reclusiveness. Hughes became obsessed with cleanliness and isolation, often locking himself away in dark rooms for months. He demanded absolute control over his environment and the people around him, driving many away with his erratic demands. Despite his immense wealth and success, Hughes's obsessive behavior left him isolated and paranoid. He was known to wear tissue boxes on his feet to protect against germs and to burn his clothes if he thought they were contaminated. Hughes' eccentricities became more pronounced as he aged, leading to bizarre and erratic actions that alienated those around him. In his later years, Hughes moved between various hotels, where he lived in seclusion, his health deteriorating due to his mental condition. He died in 1976, a shadow of his former self, highlighting the devastating impact of untreated mental illness. Hughes' story is a powerful reminder of the importance of mental health care and the tragic consequences that can arise when it is neglected. These stories provide a glimpse into the darker sides of these famous figures' lives, highlighting the scandals and struggles they faced. Number 4. The Trial of Fatty Arbuckle. The trial of Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle is one of Hollywood's earliest and most shocking scandals. Arbuckle, a beloved silent film comedian, saw his career shattered in 1921 when he was accused of causing the death of actress Virginia Rapp. During a wild party in a San Francisco hotel, Rapp fell seriously ill and died a few days later. Rumors quickly spread that Arbuckle had assaulted her, leading to her injuries. The media frenzy was intense, with newspapers painting Arbuckle as a villain. The public was horrified, and his films were banned. The trial was a sensation, with 3 separate court cases taking place. In the first 2 trials, the juries were deadlocked, unable to reach a verdict. Finally, in the 3rd trial, Arbuckle was found not guilty, and the jury even apologized to him, stating there was no evidence of his guilt. Despite his acquittal, Arbuckle's reputation was ruined. The studios distanced themselves from him, and he struggled to find work in Hollywood. The trial exposed the dark side of fame and the power of the media, showing how quickly public opinion can turn against a beloved star. Arbuckle's tragic fall from grace remains a cautionary tale in the history of Hollywood. Number 5. The Wallace Beery and Ted Healy's fight. Wallace Beery and Ted Healy were both big names in Hollywood during the 1930s, but their names are forever linked due to a mysterious and brutal fight. Ted Healy, the man who created the Three Stooges, was known for his wild antics and heavy drinking. Wallace Beery, a popular actor, had a tough guy image both on and off the screen. One fateful night in 1937, Healy was involved in a vicious brawl outside a Hollywood nightclub. Reports suggest that Beery and 2 other men attacked Healy, leaving him severely injured. Just hours later, Healy was found dead in his hotel room. The official cause of death was listed as a heart attack, but many believed the injuries from the fight were to blame. Hollywood was buzzing with rumors. Did Wallace Beery, along with his friends, play a part in Healy's death? The police investigation was swift and inconclusive, leading to widespread speculation and conspiracy theories. Some claim there was a cover-up to protect Beery, a major star at the time. Despite the speculation and conspiracy theories, the true events of that night may never be fully known, leaving a dark cloud over the tragic end of Ted Healy. Number 6. Harry Houdini's mysterious death. Harry Houdini, the legendary escape artist and magician, died under mysterious circumstances in 1926. Known for his incredible stunts and illusions, Houdini's death was as enigmatic as his life. It all began when a college student punched Houdini in the stomach, testing his claim that he could withstand any blow. Days later, Houdini collapsed on stage and was rushed to the hospital. He was diagnosed with a ruptured appendix leading to peritonitis and died on Halloween. However, questions and theories about his death persist. Some believe the punch caused his appendix to burst, while others think it was a pre-existing condition. Adding to the mystery, Houdini had many enemies among spiritualists whom he debunked as frauds. Some speculate that his death might have been the result of foul play. Houdini's death remains shrouded in mystery, keeping his legacy alive and sparking endless curiosity about the true cause of his untimely demise. Number 7. Alfred Hitchcock's obsession. Alfred Hitchcock, the master of suspense, was known for his brilliant filmmaking and equally notorious for his obsession with his leading ladies. His fixation on Tippi Hedren, star of The Birds and Marnie, is a particularly troubling chapter in his career. Hitchcock discovered Hedren in a television commercial and cast her in The Birds in 1963, marking her debut in a major film role. Hitchcock's fascination with Hedren quickly turned into harassment. He controlled every aspect of her life on set, from her wardrobe to her personal interactions, and made unwanted advances. When Hedren rebuffed him, Hitchcock's behavior became vindictive. During the filming of The Birds, he subjected her to grueling and dangerous conditions, including a scene where real birds were thrown at her for 5 days, resulting in physical and emotional trauma. The abuse continued into the making of Marnie, 1964, where Hitchcock's obsession peaked. He isolated Hedren, spreading rumors to sabotage her career when she refused his advances. Hedren's strength and talent shone through despite his efforts, earning her critical acclaim. Hitchcock's disturbing behavior towards Hedren has since been widely condemned, revealing the dark side of his genius and the power dynamics in Hollywood. Hedren's courage in speaking out has inspired others to address the abuse and harassment endemic in the industry. Number 8. The MGM Casting Couch. The MGM Casting Couch scandal is one of Hollywood's most infamous secrets. Beneath the surface of the bright lights and red carpets, many aspiring actresses faced troubling situations involving powerful studio executives who misused their influence. This practice, often referred to as the casting couch, was an open secret in Hollywood for decades. Numerous actresses, including Shirley Temple and Judy Garland, revealed the inappropriate behavior of studio executives. Shirley Temple, the beloved child star, wrote in her autobiography about a disturbing encounter with an MGM producer when she was just 12 years old. Judy Garland, famous for her role as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, also endured inappropriate advances. She was mistreated by studio head Louis B. Mayer, who had significant control over her career and personal life. The casting couch was a widespread problem, reflecting the deep-rooted power imbalances and gender inequality in Hollywood. Actresses were often placed in difficult positions, forced to navigate an industry where their dreams were constantly at risk. The MGM Casting Couch scandal serves as a powerful reminder of the challenges many women faced in the entertainment industry. It highlights the urgent need for change and justice, paving the way for movements like Me Too, which continue to advocate against harassment and exploitation in Hollywood. Number 9. Patty Duke's Exploitation. Patty Duke was a beloved child star, winning an Oscar at just 16 for her role in The Miracle Worker. But behind her success was a tragic story of exploitation. From a young age, Patty was under the control of her managers, the Rosses, who saw her as a money-making machine. They took over every aspect of her life, dictating her career, finances, and even her personal relationships. The Rosses kept Patty on a strict regimen of pills, much like other young stars of the time. They gave her stimulants to keep her working long hours and sedatives to help her sleep, leading to severe addiction. Patty was often forced to work in grueling conditions with little regard for her well-being. Her personal life was equally controlled. The Rosses manipulated her relationships and kept her isolated from friends and family. This exploitation left deep scars on Patty, leading to mental health struggles that she battled for the rest of her life. Despite the hardships, she eventually broke free from their control and spoke out about the abuse she endured. Patty Duke's story is a heartbreaking example of how Hollywood can exploit its young stars. Her courage in sharing her truth sheds light on the darker side of fame, making her tale both compelling and tragic. Number 10. Robert Mitchum's marijuana arrest. Robert Mitchum, one of Hollywood's most rugged and charismatic leading men, found himself at the center of a major scandal in 1948. Known for his tough guy roles, Mitchum's image took a hit when he was arrested for marijuana possession. He was caught in a police raid at a party in Laurel Canyon, Los Angeles, along with actress Lila Leeds and 2 others. The arrest shocked fans and the film industry, as drug use was a taboo topic at the time. Mitchum was sentenced to 60 days in jail, but the incident strangely boosted his career. The public was intrigued by his rebellious persona, and his films continued to be successful. Despite the scandal, Mitchum's career thrived, and he remained a beloved figure in Hollywood. The marijuana arrest, instead of ruining him, added to his mystique and cemented his status as a true Hollywood bad boy. We all know how greedy and ruthless Hollywood can be, but the scandals they tried to hide never ceased to amaze us. From covering up affairs, mistreatment, and even crimes, the list seems endless. It's a stark reminder that the bright lights and red carpets often hide a darker reality. The fact that scandals continue to surface despite the industry's best efforts to keep them under wraps shows the flaws in the system. What other secrets are they hiding? What scandal do you think was the most shocking? Leave your thoughts in the comments section, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more unbelievable stories from behind the scenes of Hollywood, ins and outs.